The ladies of Disney can be sentimental too. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most romantic things Disney princesses have ever done. For this list, we'll be looking at the most swoon-worthy moments where the princesses or heroines were the instigators. We're going to focus on actions that are expressly romantic, and excluding moments like when Pocahontas saves John Smith. Because while her love for him is a driving factor, the political motivation is just as strong. Warning, there is a spoiler alert in effect. Number 10. Jane stays with Tarzan. Tarzan.
Good heavens! What did I say?
That Jane stays with Tarzan.
Stay?
Lots of people have to make sacrifices to be with the person they love, but not many have to give up all of human civilization.
I couldn't possibly I belong in England and with you, with people, and...
But this is the hard decision Jane makes at the end of Tarzan, leaving the civilized world behind in order to live in the jungle with the man she loves. It's a very dramatic scene, with Jane on the way back to her old life, but then making the last-minute decision to jump off the rowboat and swim back to her true love, with her father's blessing. Number 9. Mulan comforts Shang. Mulan. The romance between Mulan and Li Shang is more of a subplot than the love stories told in so many other Disney movies, but that doesn't make it any less impactful. After an encounter with the Emperor's bullying advisor Chi Fu about troop readiness, Shang is feeling discouraged.
They completed their training. Those boys are no more fit to be soldiers than you are to be captain.
Mulan jokingly offers to help by taking on Chi Fu herself, and when that doesn't cheer him up, she praises her captain.
Hey, I'll hold him and you punch. Or not. For what it's worth, I think you're a great captain.
Despite the fact that she has feelings for him, she can't express them fully because of her disguise and position.
I saw that.
What?
You like him, don't you?
No,
Yeah, all right, yeah, sure. Look, go to your tent!
But she's there for him in a profound way. Number 8. Anna replaces Kristoff's Sled. Frozen. For much of Frozen, we mistakenly believe the romance we should be focusing on is between Anna and Prince Hans.
I got engaged, but then she freaked out because I'd only just met him, that day, and she said she wouldn't bless the marriage.
Wait, you got engaged to someone you just met that day?
But in an expertly delivered twist, we find out that he's actually the villain, and that the perfect guy has been under her nose all along. Kristoff's sleigh was destroyed during his adventures with Anna, and to express her thanks, she gets him a new one, which is the latest model, and even has a cup holder.
Okay, here we are. Oh. I owe you a sled.
Her excitement to surprise him is straight up adorable, and the kiss they share afterwards is perfectly awkward in the best way.
Do you like it?
Like it?
I love it! I could kiss you!
I could. I'd like to. May I? May we? Wait, what?
We may.
Number 7. Ariel saves Eric from drowning. The Little Mermaid. Quite the opposite of an archetypal damsel in distress, it's Ariel who, after a shipwreck, saves the man she's become enamored with, Prince Eric. She rescues him by dragging his unconscious body to shore, unsure if he's even alive.
Oh, I can't make out a heartbeat.
After admiring his beauty, she sings to him, which is a memory that lodges itself in his brain despite the fact that he's barely awake.
What would I give to live where you are? What would I pay to stay here beside you?
She manages to get away before he properly wakes up, but he's left with the mystery of who the singing savior was.
She had the most beautiful voice.
Eric, I think you swallowed a bit too much seawater.
Off we go.
Number 6. Giselle slays a dragon to save Robert. Enchanted. We sure do love a princess who can hold her own. In many ways, Enchanted has a self-awareness that more classic movies lack, poking fun at the tropes of the fairy tale genre on numerous occasions.
How does she know you love her?
Oh, no, don't.
How does she know
people looking.
She's yours.
Don't sing. It's okay. You know, let's just walk. Can we walk?
When the evil Nerissa transforms into a dragon, she grabs Robert and scales a building with him in her clutches, in a move that is traditionally gendered the other way.
Oh my, this is a twist on our story. It's the brave little princess coming to the rescue. I guess that makes you the damsel in distress, huh, handsome?
Giselle becomes the hero of her own story when she manages to save Robert, with some help from Pip, of course, risking her own life to ensure his safety.
Is this a habit of yours? Falling off of stuff?
Only when you're around to catch me.
Number 5. Jasmine chooses Aladdin. Aladdin. Jasmine's story arc in Aladdin focuses on her wish to have more freedom from the oppressive life she lives as the daughter of the Sultan of Agrabah. One of the rules imposed on her is that she does not have agency when it comes to who she gets to marry.
The law is wrong.
You've only got 3 more days.
Father, I hate being forced into this. If I do marry, I want it to be for love.
By the film's end, though, her father has come around and decides to use his power to change the law, allowing her to pick her future husband.
Well, am I Sultan or am I Sultan? From this day forth, the princess shall marry whoever she deems worthy.
And without a moment of hesitation, she chooses Aladdin, despite his lack of pedigree, showing that love really can conquer all.
Him. I choose you, Aladdin.
Number 4. Rapunzel accepts the real Eugene. Tangled. During the climax of Tangled, Rapunzel fights to save Eugene's life, even willing to sacrifice her freedom if it means being able to ensure his well-being.
I'll never run. I'll never try to escape. Just let me heal him, and you and I will be together. Forever, just like you want.
While this is certainly a dramatic and romantic gesture, another quieter moment is the one that sticks with us even more. As they sit by the fireside together, they swap secrets, and Eugene drops the Flynn Rider facade and tells Rapunzel the real story of his life, as well as the reason he pretended to be someone who he wasn't.
Actually, he had enough money to do anything that he wanted to do. He could go anywhere that he wanted to go. And for a kid with nothing, I don't know, just seemed like the better option.
Rather than being disappointed, she tells him that she actually prefers the real him.
For the record, I like Eugene Fitzherbert much better than Flynn Rider.
Well, then you'd be the first. But thank you.
Number 3. Meg sacrifices herself to save Hercules. Hercules. Throughout Hercules, Meg pretty much looks out for number 1, often prioritizing her own needs over those of others.
I'm a big tough girl. I tie my own sandals and everything.
But once she realizes that she's fallen for Hercules, she's willing to do crazy things in the name of love.
I know what I did was wrong, but this isn't about me, it's about him.
Most notably, she ends up being crushed by a pillar when she pushes her beloved out of the way to save him, mortally injuring herself in the process.
Hercules, look out!
Meg! No!
Luckily, this movie exists in a world where death does not have to be permanent, but that doesn't make Meg's sacrifice any less meaningful.
Meg, why did you... You didn't have to...
People always do crazy things when they're in love.
Number 2. Tiana gives up her dreams to protect Naveen, the princess and the frog. It's not often that a movie villain comes up with a proposal as enticing as this one. Dr. Facilier tries to tempt Tiana into giving him the talisman by offering her a chance to live the dream that her own father was never able to achieve, opening her own restaurant.
You can give your poor daddy everything he ever wanted. Come on, Tiana. You're almost there.
But her love for Naveen makes her shatter the mystical object, meaning that she's doomed to be stuck as a frog forever.
He had love. He never lost sight of what was really important.
Easy with that. Careful.
And neither will I.
Because she's able to be with Naveen, though, she decides to be content with her fate.
I love you, Naveen.
Warts and all.
Luckily, they don't have to remain in that state for long, however, and we get a good old-fashioned happily ever after. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Snow White sends a dove to deliver a kiss. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
One song my heart keeps singing of one love only for you.
Esmeralda rescues Phoebus and hides him, the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Why is it, whenever we meet, I end up bleeding?
You're lucky. That arrow almost pierced your heart.
I'm not so sure it didn't.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Belle breaks the curse, Beauty and the Beast. At the beginning of Beauty and the Beast, a young prince is cursed by a spell that can only be broken if he's able to love someone and earn their love in return. Time is running out as the final rose petal is about to fall, and the Beast, inspired to keep fighting by Belle's brave return to the castle, is badly wounded by Gaston.
You came back.
The Beast dies and Belle sobs over his body, whispering that she loves him as tears run down her face.
No. Please. Please. Please don't leave me. I love you.
What she doesn't realize is that these words are just what are needed in order to break the spell, and the Beast is not only revived, but returned to his human form.
It is a miracle!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.